Horns up, good morning, and welcome to the 16th episode of the Demonstealer's Indian Metal Podcast. Stop everything right now. Guys, it's really simple. Under the video, you will see a little button that says Show More. Click on that, and then you will see the link to the Google document. Click on that link. It will open a Google document page, and you see that box over there? Put your news in there, and that's all it takes. And then the news is submitted. I hope this is the last and final time that I have to explain how the fuck to use a Google document. Thank you and come again. Alright, so the podcast is a day later than expected, and that's because I was playing a gig in Pune last evening at Reverse Scenario, and I gotta say the gig was really good. The turnout was good, about 300 metalheads in Pune paying $1,000 a pass. That's really awesome news, and the show was really great. We had some slip-ups in the start because some equipment had not arrived on time, so we had to all just do a line check except for the headliners. The show was really good. I saw most of the bands. Bhayanak Moth put up a kick-ass set, one of their funniest gigs till date. Lots of stand-up comedy happening. I thought it was like a workshop gig. Kryptos powered through their set, the standard old school stuff, very, very good, very tight, and shows you why they're one of the top bands in India. System House 33, very tight. Scepter was also quite good. Albatross had a lot of bad luck with the power going on and off, so they got to play only like 3.5 songs, but as usual they put up a killer set. And I think it's a great effort. Kudos to you, Varun, for putting up the gig 2 months in a row, and looking forward to the next edition as well. Also, Metal Sangamam happened in Chennai, and I believe 250 people showed up for the gig on a Wednesday night. I know it was free entry, but still, that is great news. Metalheads, kudos to you for showing up for gigs. And now let's get on with this podcast. In the news today, so metal veterans Kryptos have finished recording drums for their album, and they posted a Facebook update with some pictures of the recording. They're also announced for Dong Open Air. That's a festival in Germany. So Kryptos is really killing it. I think they're going to be doing a nice long festival run this year, and I'm looking forward to their new album. It's going to be great. Pune-based metal band Adamantium have released the cover artwork for their upcoming debut release called Kalopsia, and you can check out the artwork here. What do you guys think about it? I think it's pretty okay, not too bad. And also, speaking of artwork, doom metalers Djinn and Miskatonic have revealed this artwork as their cover artwork. There's no band logo, there's no album name, but the final mixes are supposed to be in soon, and I will look forward to more details on this album. It's scheduled to be released this year on Transcending Obscurity Records. Lots of new releases this week in the Indian metal scene, and the first one is from a band called The Forbidden Ritual, and the song is called Lake of the Decayed. I've put the link to the song in the description below. It's on their SoundCloud page. Next up, Kolkata-based metal band Shrap have released their single called Ready to Die. Again, the link is below in the description. Chaos from Trivandrum have released a sort of teaser for their upcoming album called All Against All. You can click here and watch the teaser. And a prog metal band from Mumbai called Clay Crown have released a single called Glimpse from the Sky. You can click here and listen to it. And a band called Colossus, which used to be from Mumbai, have risen from the dead almost. 9 years later, they've sort of come together from across the world and collaborated and released a single called Me Kaf. I think that's how you say it. And the link to the SoundCloud is in the description below. Now, I might get some flack for this, some hate, but you know what? I don't care. I think this has to be done. So I heard these singles that were all released, and I'm not really picking on any band in particular, but like the Forbidden Ritual song, so much Opeth influence, it past the point of being inspired, and it sounded like Opeth. Even Shrap, that whole song sounded like Roots Bloody Roots. So this, I have to bring this out to Indian metal bands. It's okay to be inspired. We all are. Even my music, is not like particularly groundbreaking or so original that it's going to break the world of music or anything. But there is a line between sounding inspired and sounding like you're literally copying the band that you listen to. So Indian bands, please work harder. try and sound more unique. Put your personality into the music, It's not about being complicated, it's not about writing technical songs. Write good songs, be inspired, yes, but try and be as original as possible. So I'm sorry, I don't mean to single out Shrap and the Forbidden Ritual, but those songs, when I heard them, I was like, I have to say this, And this applies to all bands, even the biggest Indian metal bands. So I would say, yeah, this is something we all got to work on. Let's do this. Alright, it's time for the weekly videos, and the first one is from a band called Ashes Bury Sorrow, and this is a guitar playthrough for their song called Sapphire. I believe this band is just these two guitar players, but they're looking for band members, so if you're interested, get in touch with them. Cult Fest, which had Suicide Silence and Cannibal Corpse, have released the after movie, quite late I might say, for the festival. I don't know if the festival is going to have another edition, but if you were there and you enjoyed the festival, you would like to watch this after movie, so check it out. And a band called Seth from Mumbai have released a guitar playthrough for the guitar solo on their song called Vehemence. Check it out. And drummer Rahul Kini from the band Ironic Reversal has released a drum playthrough video for their song called Consume. Pretty kick-ass, even though the album I believe had programmed drums, he's done a very convincing playthrough. Check it out. It's great to see drummers actually playing the stuff they put out. And a solo artist called Tikaranjeet has also released a song called Electric Heart and done a very good playthrough for it. Very nice quality, so I thought I'd share it with you. Check it out. So that's all the videos for this week. We'll be back next week with more videos. Submit to the Google document. And it's time for the gig guide, and we've got a whole bunch of gigs happening this week. You've got Metal Nights in Hyderabad with Against Evil and Albatross on the 25th of February. On the 27th, it's Kryptos versus Zignima at Party La 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 and High Octane in Sardar Patel College. So which gig are you going for? Obviously you can't be there at both. Let me know. And on the 28th of Feb is the Rolling Stone Metal Awards, and they've announced the full lineup, which includes Shepherd, Primitive, Gaijin and Grammy winning Effort. It's going to be a great gig, so I'll see you all there at the awards. And on the 6th of March there is Metal Assault in Bangalore. Be there guys, be there. Well, that's all the gigs for this week. We'll be back next week with more gigs. Let me know, submit to the Google document. It's time for the merch corner. And there is some kick-ass Demonic Resurrection merch and some RD merch as well. Coffee mugs and mobile phone covers. Check it out. The link is in the description below. And before I end this podcast, I've got some music to recommend. It is Gaijin. Yes, this is their debut EP with 3 songs. It's available on tometal.com. Check it out. It's pretty good, especially if you like death metal in the vein of Gorguts, Kryptopsy, etc. That's the vibe. Really cool stuff. And yep, give this a spin. And I found a copy of Third Sovereign's first album, Destined to Suffer, and I'm going to give this away to you if you share this podcast and use the hashtag Indian Metal Podcast. So all you got to do to win this album is share it, and you could win. And hashtag, don't forget. And speaking of this, who won last time's Albatross album? Well, the winner is Sarvesh Sav. Well, Sarvesh, congratulations, you have won the Albatross album, and I will send it to you soon. And a message to all the bands out there: if you would like me to give away your album on this podcast, just send me a message. I'm more than happy to do that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and keep submitting news in the Google document. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like what I'm doing, and you can also super subscribe and become a patron, which means you give a little bit of money every month or whenever you want to, and you will basically be a cool guy, and I'll be able to advertise this podcast. So click here and become a patron, and I will see you on the next episode of this Indian Metal Podcast. So till then, cheers and keep listening to Indian Metal. And a solo artist called Tikaranjeet.